Yo guys, what is up? And today I'm going to be doing a PC build guide for March. So this is actually in late March or mid-March. Sorry for the delay. This was a new series I'm going to be putting out every month, hopefully. If you enjoy it, leave a like if you want to see more of this. So we're going to be doing two builds, one for $1,200 and one for $1,000. So the $1,200 one will be a Ryzen CPU, and the other one will be an Intel Kaby Lake CPU. So they're pretty recent builds that are of the latest specs. Vega will be coming out soon for AMD, but we're going to be using standard Ryzen graphics cards. Okay, so let's start off with the Ryzen build. We're going to be using a Ryzen 7 1700 CPU. This is the baseline CPU from the new Ryzen lineup, but it still has some solid performance. This build will be $1,200, and it is fairly pricey, but it will look amazing and it will perform amazing as well. So for our RAM, we will be using some Vengeance 16GB from Corsair. We have two 8GB sticks, and it is red LED RAM, so it will look very nice because this is a red and black themed PC. So for the motherboard, we're going to be using an MSI B350 Tomahawk, and this looks very nice. It's red and black. I will link all these products in the description if I haven't said already. So you can see and build it for yourself. I'm not going to be building them in this series. I'm just going to be giving recommendations, and if you want to build these and make an exact copy, then go ahead. But these are pretty much just inspiration for anyone who's deciding on trying to build a PC. So for the graphics card, we're going to be using an MSI Radeon RX 480 8GB variant. It is a very nice looking graphics card. It's red and black to fit our theme. Most of the products in this theme will be red and black. For the Kaby Lake build, it will be black and white, but for this build it is red and black. So for the power supply, we have the Corsair CX650M. It is semi-modular, so we can take out all those unused cables, but it is not fully modular. I do like semi-modular and fully modular power supplies because they are slightly better. Sadly, I decided to get a non-modular power supply for my PC, but I guess I'll just have to live with that. So for the case, we're going to be using a Corsair Carbide 400C. This is just a black case, but it looks very nice, and with the black and red theme, it will fit well in. Sorry if I'm like speaking quite rushed. I'm just it's about 9 o'clock at night and I'm really tired. So for our SSD, we're going to be using a Kingston HyperX Savage 240GB SSD. It's red and black, just like pretty much everything else in this build. It's got pretty much all you want from an SSD. SSDs are pretty much SSDs from my perspective. I mean, some do have faster read and write speeds, but at this price they're pretty similar. And for our long-term storage, we're going to be using a WD Blue 1TB hard drive. We can store all our games and video edits on here. This is a video and gaming PC, video editing and gaming PC, so you can do pretty much anything on this PC. I'm not including Windows in the price of this PC, but I will link Windows down below if you want to go get that as well. Okay, so moving on to our Kaby Lake build. This is a black and white theme build going for about $1,000. I will also link UK parts. This does take a long time to link all those parts, but I wanted that for you guys if you are in the US or the UK. So our CPU will be the Intel 7600K from Intel. Obviously it's an i5, so we're not going to be planning on editing on this. Gaming will be our main priority. Only reason is because of the price. It's a kind of mid-ranged PC because it's not that much on a budget, but it isn't the most high-end PC ever. Now for the motherboard, we're going to be using the Gigabyte Z270N Wi-Fi. This is a mini ITX build, so we're going to be using a mini ITX motherboard. So we are limited to DIMM slots and graphic card slots, so we're not going to be doing SLI, not SLI. What on earth? So for the RAM, we're going to be using one stick of 8GB DDR4 RAM at 2400 megahertz. So the reason we're using one stick is if you want to upgrade to 16 gigabytes in the future, because there's only 2 DIMM slots. So yeah, it's a black RAM, so you can change out the RAM or change out the CPU if you want to do overclocking, and you might want to change the power supply if you're planning on overclocking a i7, but I'm not really an expert on overclocking. I've never overclocked in my life. I don't really plan on overclocking, but I'm guessing some of you guys will. So for the SSD, we're going to be using a SanDisk 120GB SSD, and it's a pretty basic SSD. It's pretty cheap for an SSD, and it's pretty much got all you want from an SSD. Pretty decent read and write speeds. I haven't really checked that out. I haven't researched it that much, but it will do. It's got good reviews and everything. So for the hard drive, we're going to be using a WD Blue 1TB hard drive. This is just like the one we used in the last one. Decent, works well, and yeah, you can store all your games on it. And for the case, we're going to be using a Thermaltake Core V1 chassis. We're using the black variant because the white one costs a little bit more, and it's not really worth it in my opinion. So for the power supply, we're going to be using the Corsair CX600 watt power supply. It is a non-modular power supply because we are on a budget, well, I mean, it's not the cheapest PC, but we do need to be careful of prices just to keep it to a minimum. Because we're going to be overclocking on this, well, if you want to overclock, you can use the stock cooler if you don't want to, but we're going to be using a Corsair H80i version 2 liquid cooler from Corsair, as I said before. This will work amazingly for overclocking, and it looks superb. And also for the graphics card, finally, we're going to be using the Zotac GeForce GTX 1060 Amp Edition. So this is a black and white GPU. Sorry, I'm being quite rushed, just trying to get this over and done with, so I can upload it for you guys. I think it's a pretty decent GPU. I don't have a GPU in my computer at the moment, but this is the one I might be planning on getting. It is perfect for anyone who wants to get a decent GPU. It will be brilliant for gaming. You might be able to get some 1440p gaming, but 1080 max will be brilliant. I don't personally do much gaming. If you do want me to do some gaming, leave a comment in the description and I might try out some gaming, but my channel is purely focused on tech, so if you're not that interested in tech, then I mean, you don't really need to be watching my videos. I don't want to force any of you guys to watch my videos, but if you are interested in these kind of things, then yeah, carry on watching. So that is it for the video. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, so I will link all the products in the description, and my PC building video in case you're interested in that stuff, because it is on a similar topic. I hope you enjoy the video. I have been Adam, and goodbye.